I'm no longer muted, besties. Thank you, Gazan. What I was saying nothing super wonderful or fantastic. I was saying, yay, my stream deck is working, so I can actually change scenes using my stream deck now. But hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Gazan. Hello, Purpler. Per, do you prefer Purpler, or do you prefer to be called Astrid? Let me know what you want to be called, because I know that your Discord, when you join the Prismari Discord, it said Astrid. But I can keep calling you Purpler. Whatever you are most comfortable with. But hi, everybody. You unmuted, you cat to be kitten me right meow, dude. Seriously, gorsh. I should call you Purr, but I do prefer Astrid generally. Okay. I'll call you Astrid then, because I have another friend. I have another streamer friend, and her name is Purslindall, and so I call her Purr. So I feel like if I was calling you Purr and me Purr, and you Purr and me Purr and her Purr, then it would all get twisted in my head. So Astrid it is. But hi everybody. I hope that you're having. Who would drive? But who's driving the bus? Who's driving the Fortnite bus? Astrid is driving. She said it. She said she's driving. Oh, hold on. There we go. I lost my chat that I can easily see a lot more. You do use he, him. Okay, thank you for the correction. Okay, Astrid, he's driving the bus. My apologies. I should be smarter about that. But hi everybody. Hello. My name is Haylene. I'm a non-binary variety VTuber with a focus on pruning my backlog of video games and spreading positivity. And today, a lot of you probably don't remember this. Gazan, you probably do, because you've been here for a while. Remember when I used to do a lot of demos for games? My apologies. I do say my apologies. Remember when I used to do a lot of demos for games, and I used to do little first looks at things that were coming out, or things that were coming out that I would, that I would stream because I got the games through like, oh my god, what was it called? Lurk It? Yeah. And then I stopped doing that because, and then I just stopped doing that because I didn't have the time, because I was like, I actually want to play the games that I want to play. And some of them were like really weird, and it did open up some opportunities for me, but I ended up wanting to focus more on like games that I wanted to stream. But I got back into the cozy games, you know, I got back into some cozy games, and I have been following this game for a little while, and finally they announced that they were going to open up an alpha test, and so I threw my hat into the ring, and I got invited into this alpha. And this is for a game called Seaside Tale. So we're bringing it back. We're bringing back ! First look. And because we are giving a first look at Seaside Tale by Strayflux Indonesia. I'll be playing the full demo. Well, I'm probably not going to play the full demo, but I am playing the public release of the full demo. Which you guys, if you like what you see, you can also play the demo there at the itch.io link that I gave. It's a really small, indie game studio from Indonesia. They are super awesome. They are so sweet, very welcoming. They are so receptive to feedback. They are so, like, the day that the alpha test dropped, like literally when they were like, I was at work, so I couldn't actually play it the day of. I literally saw their Discord, like, fill up with people, and they were all playing it together and all streaming it for each other and all playing it at the same time, and they were showing off all the fish that they caught, and they're so receptive to like bugs, and they're so receptive to like, oh, one person suggested this and they're like, oh, that's a really good idea, we'll see if we can implement that. And they're just really awesome people. So I am really honored to have been selected to be in the alpha test. So I got kind of an early build of the demo, and I'm gonna be playing it for you guys today. And I have only taken like little bits and looks at it, and it's like Dredge, but it's cute. And there's a furry, and there are orcs, and there's like a tiefling, and like a drow, and a dwarf, and another girl who kind of looks a little bit like March 7th from Honkai Star Whale, but I say that in the most positive way possible. And there's a furry! There's a furry, and I want to kind of kiss him. So I'm really excited to play this, and I'm even more excited to be giving you guys a look at it. I would err on the side of maybe yes, but this is definitely more like comfy, cozy vibes. But I understand that if you are uncomfortable with the amount of water, you can certainly, do what you need to do to make yourself most comfortable. Because it is mostly about fishing. I think when there's it's a cozy fishing life sim, so I don't think that there's really any farming aspects to this one. I think that this is mostly just for fishing. So, we're gonna jump into things and how we used to start these. Let me just turn my music off. So, the first thing that we usually start off with is we always go to the settings with these first looks. So this is the opening screen. This is the furry that I really want to kiss. His name is Ren, and he's really cute, and I really like him. But I also really like this cute little drow girl here, this elf girl. I'm obsessed with her. Right? All of the character designs are very cute. And if you look on the... Hello, Rainmon! Welcome in! And if you look on the Itch.io page, you can see all the little character introductions and stuff like that. And they all have little drawings of themselves. And Ren's is really funny. So I think everybody should go to the Itch.io page if you use exclamation point first look. And go see Ren's self-portrait because it's really cute and very charming, and it made me go hee. So every time we did a first look, the first thing that we would do is open up the settings. And again, I want to remind everybody that this is the alpha for the game. It is still very much in its early stage. This isn't even version 1.0. It's version 0.2.1.b. The B is for butterfly fish. I was trying to find a fish pun, but I couldn't. So the options are a little bit limited right now, but I am really hoping to see some good accessibility options from the dev team, because they seem really open to that. Let me know how sound is as well, everybody, if you can't hear. So I'm gonna keep it right here unless people tell me I need to bump up the volume. So you can make the FPS unlimited, you can VSync resolution, and we have full screen borderless and windowed, and then we have some pretty basic game settings right now, but place item in backpack instead of tool belt. I did that because I do like when my tool belt is like empty. Volume's good. She might be a reference to Pia from Rune Factory 3, but that might also be the autism-speaking comfort character. I don't know that character, but you can certainly join their Discord and you can probably ask. Invert scroll wheel behavior on tool belt. No, because I don't like inverted controls. I am not Jeff from Rooster Teeth. Who, the reason why I say that is because he very infamously always used inverted controls. So whenever somebody would have to play on his Xbox for anything when he wasn't in the office and they were recording on his Xbox, everybody's like, fuck you, Jeff, and your inverted controls. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the word, the F word while I'm alpha testing this. Oops. And use directional arrow for directional minigame. And I was like, yes, that's probably going to be much better on my brain. So, also, hi, Osmer, and thank you so much for the resub. I very much appreciate it. So we're just gonna jump into a new game here. All right. We can. The little avatar's so cute. Okay. Well, I was born in October 14, first thing. Okay. My name is gonna be Haleen. Haleen. I think I usually do like Haleen Galaxy is what I do if I have a last name. So you have a male, female, and other, which is always great. Valid for any sea, river, body of water within the generator. The Greater Sierra Bay Exclusive Economic Zone. Oh, this is my fishing permit. But there's no Linux build. Yes, there is not a Linux build. It is only for Windows right now. I don't know if it's high priority, but I'd love to join the Discord if I can find it to bring that up. It should be at the bottom of the Itch.io page. Let me double check here. Seaside Tale. Okay, no, the Discord link is literally at the top of the page underneath the big title. There's a little sign that says join our Discord for updates and information. So you can just go straight back up to the top. Okay. Can I have purple eyes? I can. Yippee! Okay. Oh my god, this little party hat is so cute. Okay, so we have hats. Obviously. I like hats. There is no hat. There is a pirate hat. There is a little party hat. There's a little sailor hat. This is probably the closest we might get to a witch hat right now. So we'll go with this. Wait, hold on. Let's take off my hat real quick, and then I can look at the hairstyles. This is kind of cute. This is kind of how my hair actually looks like in real life. That looks like Jolene from JoJo's. You know, that's actually really close to my hair as well. The hair options are very cute. Or I could be bald, like a certain very, very short rabbit. Okay, so it doesn't look like it changes the brows, but this hair, with the way that it's layered with the eyebrows, it makes it look like they're really big, like big, thick brows. So I might do that just because, you know, I like my big brows. And then we have little glasses, some little goggles, some little tiny little old man glasses, or no glasses. Well, I don't wear glasses except for reading. So, God, I sound like my patients. And then we have like a fishing coat. We have cute little overalls. Okay, so we only have 2 tops right now. And then we have jeans and like galoshes. So we'll do that, but then we're gonna go with the closest thing that there is to a witch's hat. So, Ah, she's so pretty.
Hey there, you're here for the fisherman position, right? I have your documents right here. Let's see.
Oh, I'm already seeing a little bit of a little typo, but that's okay.
You're Haleen. I'm Fiona. It's nice to meet you. Welcome to Serena Bay, the fishing heart of the realm. Or, well, it used to be. Now, this must be your first rodeo. If not, then I hope you know what you're doing. You're the first fisherman assigned to Serena Bay in 8 years. The last one's left ages ago. But enough of me rambling. I'm sure you already know. You're here to fish. As stated in your contract, you're also here to help revive the town. I'm legally obligated to explain what that means. When you catch and sell fish, a portion of the earnings goes to the town as tax. Don't worry, it's automatically deducted before the money reaches you. That tax helps improve the town and hopefully brings more people back here. Once your total earnings reaches 100,000 gold,
Boys! Can you behave, please? No arguing.
Boop. 100,000 gold will consider that a major step towards the town's recovery. The tax from that amount will help us expand the town significantly. When you reach that milestone, come talk to me. All right, I won't take any more of your time. I hope you enjoy your new home in Serena Bay. See you around and happy fishing.
I love that I looked over and Francisco looked like he was about to slap Gaston, but then he changed it to stretching. And I'm like, okay, you better behave, young man. We haven't had one for 8 years, not since the incident. Serena means mermaid in Spanish. It also means alarm, but I think that's the same for English. Hey! Do you see this? He's like trying to slap his boyfriend, but then as soon as I look over, he's like, no, I'm stretching. Hee hee hee, ha ha ha. Francisco, behave. Thank you. Welcome to Seaside Tale. Welcome to the demo. Please note that this is a work in progress. Anything and everything may change. Ooh. WASD for movement. Use right mouse and right click to interact with objects. Francisco. Hey! What did I say? I need you to behave. Don't just look at me. Now he's like winking at me. Uh-huh. Okay. I can't fish here. Okay, so I got a cute little cabin. Oh, kind of slurped me up there. To use a tool or item, open your inventory with tab and equip it to your tool belt. Then use the mouse wheel or 1 to 9 to select it and left click to use it. To start fishing, first interact with the ship table at the dock. Doop, 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 doop. The ship table. Is it this? Welcome to the ship management mode. Here you can customize your ship and prepare useful items for your fishing trip. At the bottom, you'll find objects and modules that you can place your ship's available grid. So I got like a small ice box and a shoddy chum table. Okay, so my headphones did not charge the way they were supposed to. Okay, hold on. I need to change my headphones real quickly because my headphones that I typically like to wear are completely out of battery. And then properties, change to black diamond, and then, okay. I wish there was a way for me to like turn down how much noise canceling these headphones did, because it almost makes me uncomfortable how noise canceling these headphones are, because I'm just not used to having noise cutting headphones. So it's always like, ugh, when I first put them on. The aesthetic reminds me of a lot of this game I played as a kid. I think it's Girl Adrift fishing game, which like mechanically like cookie clicker, the harder the fish, the more you gotta mash. I've seen that game. I haven't played it myself though. Okay. In sailing, you can sail anywhere within the map. Use W to accelerate and A and D to steer. You can start fishing when you see fish swimming around. Don't park your ship where there are no fish or you won't catch anything. W to accelerate and AD to steer. This is very, very cute. Okay, so are these like are these the fishing spots? When fishing from your boat, there won't be much to do besides fishing. But as you progress, more activities will become available. To fish, equip your fishing rod from your tool belt, cast it toward the area where the fish are swimming. You can tell if you're fishing in the correctly by watching the bobber on your left. If it glimmers, that means fish are interested in your bait and you're in the right spot. If not, chances are you either have the wrong bait or are fishing in the wrong spot or at the wrong school of fish. So there are fish and they are interested in the bait is a little glimmer. No glimmer is not attracting any fish. You can check your fishing map to see where the fish usually hang out, then check their encyclopedia entries to find out what bait they prefer and their depth level. When you're done, you go to the control room to start sailing elsewhere if you want to continue or back to Serena Bay. Okay. So, okay, I guess I can only fish on the left. Come on, little fishy. Maybe I have to move my ship. I see fish in the water. Fishing map. Oh, this is cute. Anchovies. How do I move the ship again? Ugh. Oh, here we go. Boop. Maybe I have to go, like, directly into the circle? Like that? Oh, yes, okay, so... It's kind of hard to see because my chat box is blocking it, but this popped up and it has a little fish there. Okay, so you have to go on to... Ah, look at all the fish! Look at all the fish in the water. Boop. Okay, we got the little sparkles. Ooh. How do I... Ooh. Doesn't look like they're inputs. Maybe I can click on it? Maybe it's WASD? Maybe. Oh. I never said that I was gonna be good at this game. Okay. My direction keys are not working. Let me change that. Because maybe... D-A-A-A-A. Okay, so maybe the directional pad isn't working right now. Again, we have to remember this game is in its very, very early alpha stage. Like, it... Essentially, the game was in alpha, like, alpha testing, like, first alpha testing 2 weeks ago. Alpha testing closed for some bug fixing, and then this demo was released. So, some of the features may not be working, but we figured it out. Let me grab a notebook here. And I'm just gonna make some notes here about I've never really done this before. Directional controls. Fishing not working. Okay. Okay, so time passed, so we might not be able to get any more fish. So, I'll click on myself here. We'll move my little boat over here. Do I know if it's only going to be on itch.io or if they will release it on Steam eventually? That I do not know the answer to. That may be something that you'll want to ask in the Discord. I can also look in my press release information as well. Let me double check here. Let me just bring up my Okay, it doesn't say anything about a Steam release yet, but we'll like I said, I'm sure you can ask. I'm sure you can ask in the Discord as well. This sounds weird, but when you left the house for the first time, it seemed like you were distance away from the door and you were still able to move around. I didn't notice anything like that, but... Okay, here we go. So go home. Back to shore. You made it back to shore and hopefully with your catch too. To sell your fish and move them to your inventory and bring them back to town. Talk to Ren! Ren! To sell your goods, he accepts practically everything. He's so cute! And congratulations, you've just completed your first fishing trip. The tutorial but wait, there's more! The tutorial ends here, but you can revisit it any time in the journal. There's also some extra information there to help on your journey. From now in the demo, there are plenty more things that you can do. You can upgrade your ship and tools for maximum fishing performance, catch every fish available in the demo, check your journal for your progress, get to know every townie and listen to their story, customize your ship and house to your liking, and clear out your field. So it looks like there is a little bit of farming as well. Can I go to town even though it's 3 in the morning? What is that? Oh, no, wait, I see. As your first official assignment, please get me some anchovies. Just a regular one is fine. $3:40 in the morning. This is the perfect time for a cat to be walking around. Okay, so we can also gather some berries and stuff up. Okay. Okay, everything is closed. So, Philomena's room, it's the mayor's office, Bait and Bites, Eric's room, Fish and Bites, warehouse. Okay, maybe we'll just wait until the morning. This art style is very, very cute, though. All right, I sleep for... I'll sleep for 5 hours. This is just Harvest Moon 1 gameplay. A little bit, but like in a good way. Okay, so we got some little tomatoes that we can get. I've been seeing a lot of jokes of everybody giving Ren coconuts and nothing but coconuts. And he's like, stop giving me coconuts. It's like, hee hee ha ha ha. But we want to. He's so cute. You're the new fisherman, yeah? Good. My name's Ren. I handle the distribution of your catch. Now, if you've got nothing else, don't waste my time. I have work to do. What is it? I'm here to sell my wares. Let's talk. Britta is interesting, to say the least. She's loud, really loud. But I have to admit, she's actually fun to be around. She even invited me to hang out. Made me feel a bit welcome here. Oh, you're so cute. Ren can usually be seen standing here. Alright. Let's go over to... Oh my god, she's pretty. Ariana. Who are you? Oh, you're the fisherman people won't shut up about. Huh. Not what I expected. I thought you'd be at least taller than this.
I'm Ariana, in case you didn't already know. Fisherman. Daddy's the only family I've got left. I wish you'd come with me to the city, but there are too many memories here. Mommy's buried here, and his brother too. I don't want to make him sad, you know. So I'll just keep visiting 4 times a month, at least. For context, if people haven't played the original Harvest Moon, for the SNES has no automatic night to day transition bar sleeping, so if you keep using the hot springs to regain, you can work infinitely through the night. Because the time system is pretty restrictive, the easiest way to tend the field and gather is just to pull off insane all-nighters. She's so pretty. She does. She's got like bisexual sunglasses. Okay, so that's Ariana. So then we have Eric. You're the new fisherman everyone's been talking about. Nice to meet you, dude. I'm Eric. Don't worry, I'm a lot friendlier than I look. Looks like my title as the newcomer is gone now. I'm gonna miss that. Sup? I work with Wikasa. I mostly sweep and take care of inventory, but I also handle customers when Wikasa's away or unavailable. It's quite fulfilling in its own way.
I like his design. He's cute.
Oh, you must be the new neighbor Fiona mentioned, the fisherman. My name's Wikasa. It's always nice seeing new faces around here. If you ever need anything fishing related, you could stop by Bait and Bites. We sell fishing gear, but we've also got food and some raw supplies. Honestly, at this point, you could treat my place like a general store. What can I do for ya? Philomena, oh, that poor girl. Her mother passed away recently, in case you didn't know. She's such a sweet girl. I've sworn to myself that I'll help her if anything happens to her. We all in Serena Bay feel the same way.
Alright, what do I need for a backpack upgrade? 2,000 doll hairs. That shouldn't be too hard. And then what do you have for sale, sir? Okay, wooden rod, heavy nylon line, okay, carbon fiber line, a steel rod is 700. I can technically buy that now, but I probably shouldn't. Okay, small crab trap, steel line, composite metal rod, premium crab trap, copolymer line, improved spinning wheel, carbon steel rod, wire fiber line, artificial worm lure, squeaks when you rub it, artificial sardine lure, mackerel lure, green insect lure, green and icky, fiberglass rod, reinforced polymer line. Okay, so there's a lot of different kinds of like upgrades that you can do to your fishing. And then we got some worms, we got some mealworms, we got some grub, and then we got mushroom, water bottle, carrot, tomato, spring onion, flour, rice, butter, brown mushroom, coconuts, fizzy cola, crispal potato chip, a lemon, fuel energy, sprat pate, nitro energy drink, fish and chips, sea cucumber soup, not made with cucumbers, grilled fish steak, and then we have some cute we could get cute little overalls. Okay, and so if you wanted to like change your appearance, you can. If you like want to add one of the hats that you didn't pick originally, a pet rock, cookie hamper, chocolate hamper, high quality socks, a bear plushie, branded perfume, and fancy wine. And then there's just an all. Okay, let's buy some bait. Okay. Let's go to Fiona's office.
Hey, how are you settling in so far? In case you forgot, I'm Fiona, the mayor of Serena Bay. Wait, you did forget? I literally told you yesterday when you arrived. Never mind, just keep at it. Hey, how are you doing? Wikasa's great, isn't he? I heard he's a fellow soldier, a veteran, mind you. Technically, I am too, though I never actually deployed.
Damn, okay, girl.
You're getting there, but not quite yet. Come back once you've earned a bit more for selling fish.
Okay, so the 100,000 is like the main quest, and then we've got the little subquests and stuff. All right, let's go see Philomena. Oh, thank you, Astrid.
Hello there. You're Aileen, right? The others talked about you. I'm Philomena. It's nice to meet you. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. Hello.
Oh, she's so cute.
Is that a Silk Song reference over there?
Flowers? Oh, you mean my garden? Yeah, I planted those. They make me feel less lonely. I didn't mean that I don't have any friends or anything. Not that I'm, totally alone or something. But gardening is nice. You should try it sometime, especially when it blooms into super cute flowers. Sorry, I'm rambling again. I should probably, stop now.
She's really cute. All right, and then this is Britta.
Oh, you're the new guy everyone's talking about. Name's Britta. Nice to meet you. If there's something needs fixing, just come to me.
For a price, of course.
What can I do for you?
You ever notice how stuff these days breaks way too easily?
Feels like nobody cares about craftsmanship or quality anymore. Well, maybe not people, just some companies.
Let's see. So, how much is it to upgrade my ship? Okay, so 3,500 for a bigger ship and a lower deck. And then ship modules, so we can hold your rod and fishing equipment. Okay, so what I assume is you can put a rod and then wait for the fish to come over. And then ship objects. And then these are some cute little things for the ice box. There's a rod rack. Okay, but everything has a weight. Wooden chest, a critter box, professional chum table, crafting table, foldable chair, chum bucket, fuel canister, big fuel canister, barbecue grill, insect traps, sofa, fish mount, hanging buoy, jute rug, a blue, a green, or a yellow kayua. Oh my god! Ebe! Oh my god! There's a MILF poster! Man, I love fishing! Guys, I have to get this. There's a MILF poster! And, women want me, fish fear me. Oh, I already had one! Well, now I have two. Persian style rug, bookshelf, small drawer, small table, a boat shelf, a bookshelf, coffee table, dresser, end table. Okay, so there's also a lot of really cute decorations and stuff for the ship as well as the house, which is really, really cute. Okay. Let's head out to the ocean. This game is really cute. I was immediately tickled by the man, I love fishing. All right, let's go to this little patch here. The music is also really, really cute. All right, so we got an anchovy. Okay, so I need 10 anchovies for Fiona. Ah! Oh, heck. Okay, I gotta figure out how to put my... can I put them in here? Well, let me put that, and then that. How do I pick up? Pick up again. Pick you up. Okay, so I gotta walk away and then, okay, so I put that in there. And then, I don't think I can do anything with the chum. Can't do anything with that yet, I think. Maybe I'll, like, put that in there for now. Okay. Okay, yes, and it does look like you aim with your mouse. Doop-doop-doop-doop. God was on some silly shit by making me like fishing and fishing games while being scared of deep water. At least the visuals... Hold on. Ah! At least the visuals are more calming than anything. Mm-hmm. Because Dredge is very much like... That will absolutely, like... I don't want to say it will prey on, like, thalassophobia, but, like, you know, it's definitely meant to be a bit scarier. You know, it has the horror element to it. While this is definitely meant to be much cozier. Hold on. I have to do something real quickly. Don't get it twisted, guys. I'm still doing Guild Wars on the side. Dwass! Oh, you know. Oh. Oh! I got some trash. Well, you know, I'm cleaning up the ocean. Waiting for the eventual QTE that says sadness. There's this horror game about an oil rig that's super big on thalassophobia and the other ones with sea creatures and giant buildings. See, I don't really have, like, that kind of fear, but I can absolutely see, like, where it can be tough for other people. Oh, might need to move. Let's squish ourselves like right here. I don't know if I can actually fish here right now. I don't think my fishing rod will go that deep. There's a specific spot on the water reflection in which fish freak out and despawn. What is going on? If you I would say if you see something that, like, maybe, like, I don't notice and you do, try to clip it and, like, send it to me. And that way I can post it in the Discord. Or, I mean, if you want to clip it and, like, send it in their Discord, that would also be probably very, very helpful. All right, I got a little herring. Yum 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 yum. Whoop. And it's very, very simple. Like, it's a very simple mechanic. And they give you, like, plenty of time to input the keys, and I just have to concentrate. Unfortunately, I cannot talk and fish at the same time. I have to focus on one or the other, or I die. Okay, So we have like my health, my energy here, it looks like. Ah, scheisse. Which is probably what like the tomatoes are for, and the soda and everything. Oh, look at that. I'm so good at fishing. And then for the spinning, it's just mouse clicks. So that one does not require too much. It's just, like I said, like a mouse click, so. I got a charge berry. Ooh, what's that? Can I put this on the... I want to eat that. Can I eat this? Ow. Alright, what does this do? 25 max stamina. Okay. I'll eat that. I'll put it in my mouth. Ow. Oh, okay, looks like
the fish have left.
Okay, and then it looks like to go home, you just go to the edge of the map, and then you do that. And then you hit the go home button. Okay. So I kind of see what Awesomer was talking about, but I think that's just how the walking in and out of the house animation is. I don't personally see anything wrong with it, but it's closed. Knock, knock, knock. Son, can I give you a fish? Here. I give you one of my fish. Did I do it? Oh, I see. Gift. Oh, thanks, I guess. All right. He's not a fish appreciator. He does not appreciate my meager offering of fish. Oh wait, let me go get the rest of the anchovies. Oh wait, I should probably not sell the anchovies because those I need for a quest. So let me okay, so the rest of those are just in there. I don't really know what to do with the worms for now. I got them thinking I could attach them to the fishing pole, but oh wait, hold on. Do I do like this? How do you attach? We'll figure it out. I did a vertical view too that zooms in when it happens. Okay. I'll check this out right now. Ooh. Hold on. That definitely opened it up in the way wrong window that I wanted. Let's see creatures in giant buildings. See, I don't really have like that kind of fear, but I do see where the fish are feeking. They're feeking. the fish are feeking the frick out. Yeah, I'll add that to my notes. Fish models on water. Just say glitch on certain, I guess textures. on certain textures. This is not a great pen either, so I'm trying to like write quickly. They're feekin'! Where's the chat box that I need? Okay. Well, sometimes my Stream Suite will do this where it won't open up the chat that I need so that I can monitor the YouTube chat as well, but that's okay. All right, 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. Okay, okay, so it does not look like these grow back every single day, but that's okay. Okay, so everything is closed right now. So everything doesn't open quite that early. I want to put my poster up. I can't put my MILF posters up. Well, fine then. Can't put my MILF posters up. I'm crying. It's very, very cozy. It's very, very cute. I was so excited to be part of the alpha testing, and well, that fish just went like flat there for a moment. I was very, very excited to be selected for the alpha and the demo and everything. And that makes me really, really happy that you guys are also enjoying it, because, you know, that does tell me that, like, hey, you can do this more often, you know. Okay. Oh, okay. And so that does chum. What do I do with the chum? Oh. I think fish flip like paper models whenever they turn around, which is silly animation IMO. I think it's charming. Like, I think considering the kind of like almost paper Mario-esque of like the player character model, I think it fits. I think it just looks a little silly sometimes when some of the fish are swimming. Like that one, like it kind of flips over like that. But I don't think it's necessarily bad. Now that I know that like is how they're kind of supposed to look, I'm like, okay, that doesn't seem as strange anymore. It was just the first time I saw it, I was like, that fish went flat. Awas. Wow. You are my special. It can also mean be careful in Mexico. Oh. We're bringing back first look and fun facts with Gazan TM. Ah. No meow. I can't be dealing with 3 screaming cats in my house. think we had some PSA for rain season that said aguas con las aguas. Be careful with the rainfall. Interesting. Interesting way to put that. Okay, we almost got all the anchovies for Fiona. Ah! You should have named my fisherman Emily Gray. Ah, shucks. You're so right. For the full throwback? Ah, missed opportunity. This would have been the nicest alternate universe for her. Damn, look at me. I'm a benevolent creator. I'm a benevolent manufacturer. I've finally given her happiness. I gotta restart, guys. Wait, actually no, because I want to romance Ren. Oh, you're so right. This is for me. And she is lesbian. It's true. She would absolutely want to romance Fiona, I think. A hard-working woman like that? Well, gee whiz, sign me up. I could see her literally making like, well, hello, Captain! Fiona would be like, I'm not a captain of anything, I'm the mayor. She'd be like, it was a joke. We're not making her that miserable for it to be combat. God, no. There was that one time that she did have some relationship with Belial Grand Blue Fantasy, but that was... that was by the whim of the RP gods and the whim of the cosmos. It was a different time. She was figuring shit out. Not very well, though. Hey, how are you doing? I'm here to turn in my first request. Here are your anchovies, ma'am. You did it. Phew, I really thought you were a sham. Thank goodness I was wrong. Right on time. There's something I wanted to talk about. Fiona talks about movies with you. Cute. All right. All right. Hello, Ren. What is it? First, we're gonna sell. And then I'm not good with small talk. It feels kind of pointless. It's unbelievable how much I have to endure that on a daily basis. Ugh, he's so cute. With his big old ears. Alright. Hi, Philomena. Hello. I usually get nervous going out. The only reason I do is because Britta drags me along. Ugh, she's so cute. Alright. What can I do for you? Okay, so that's 3,500 for that. Fisherman? You know, you're kind of cute. Like, totally. Just keep the fish smell away, and you're perfect. Oh, dang. I was reading Twitter, but I turned that thing off the moment I heard Philomena. It's over for me. Okay, let's talk to Wiscasa here. Okay, heavy nylon, regular spin. I don't know how to. I don't want to buy too many like upgrades because I don't know how to like add them to my fishing rod. But again, it also might be a thing of those features are not implemented yet. Oh, we got a little bit of some fish freakage in my own front lawn. Okay, so we can just, like, also fish here. We don't have to go out. Okay. So it's, like, every so often there'll be fish there. Can I... Do I have, like, a chest? Do I have a way to store things here? Okay, and there is cooking. Fish and chips. Goldfish curry. Haipari. Oh my goodness, I am not even going to try to pronounce that because I'm gonna butcher it so badly. That's really cool though that it seems that they have some like traditional, traditional Indonesian, dishes. That's the word I was looking for. What word is it? Haipari Nyangshe? I'm probably butchering that so badly. You can quick the upgrades with clicking your rod, right-clicking on the slot available. Oh, okay. Hold on. I will try that in a second. Gazan's great for giving me phonetics. And okay, that's to save. I love this Ebe poster. It makes me so happy as an Ebe guy. Hepari Nengche. Okay, thank you. Okay, so worm. Okay. Clicking on your rod, right clicking. Right click. Equip your upgrades, clicking on your rod, right clicking on the slot available. It's not letting me click on the bait slot though. That's what I was trying to do. Because if I click over there, it doesn't let me equip anything. Drag the worm to drag worm. Drag worm to slot. Is it gonna let me hold on, let me do it from this menu then? Drag worm to slot. Oh, well, let me do that either. Oh, hold on, wait, like that. Okay, I maybe can do it from this. Okay, so I kind of have to finagle it around, but apparently in the past, A, E, and E were pronounced very differently in Korean, but nowadays, mostly in the South, they're the same. Okay. Well, it is late, so you know what? Maybe I want to keep fishing. It's not, but you know what? That's okay, because again, you know, this game is still in its very, very early stages, and like I said, the team has been very, very responsive to things, so I am willing to let a lot of things slide. I'm also like, I'm also a pretty, like, I'd consider myself a pretty patient person. Except when it comes to Celeste. I'm kidding, by the way. Celeste is just one of those games that I infamously never completed. Because I was like about it. But I'm generally a pretty patient person, so.
Boss gave me a day off and said there's nothing to do. But come on, there's always something to be done.
Alright. There doesn't seem to be a lot for me to do right now, so I guess I'll just go to sleep. I can take game bugs except for memory leaks, because then I get soldered DRR for 8 gigabytes of RAM. No! I'm heading to bed. Good night. Good night, Astrid. I'm gonna sleep for 12 hours. I wish that could be me in real life. Yeah, Celeste made me want to eat rocks. But yeah, I'll be sure to tell the devs to make the game feel more intuitive. I appreciate that. And, like, the tutorial that they gave was also very, very basic as well, you know? Which, again, is very, very fine because this is the public demo. It's still very much, like, early. Like, there's still a lot that they are probably working on as we're speaking. 12 interrupted hours away from people in a comfy bed. Sign me up. Speaking of being in a comfy bed away from people, I have been working on, especially in the evenings, working on, like, reducing my, like, screen time. And obviously it's like, Hale, you're streaming right now. That's not reducing anything! And it's like, yes, I know. However, I have been, reading, and right now it's Guild Wars, so, you know, my screen time is not going to necessarily stop, at least not for this week. The point that I'm trying to make is I've been reading more. And I recently finished volume 7 of Urha, The Husky and His White Cat Shizun. Oh my god! That was probably... I don't even want to say that was one of the more boring, of, like, the Urha books. Because it started off kind of like, the pacing was a little awkward, but one of the things that Meatbun does really, really well is, like, everything that she writes has, like, a purpose and intention. Like, even some of the most, like, minor details of her writing. And I got a big anchovy now. A jumbo! Like a jumbotron, but it's a fish. But then like, the last 75% of that book was just, like, balls to the walls, crazy, like, insane plot reveals that, like, blew my mind, that I literally could, like, not put the book down. It was really bad because I was, like, reading it at work, and I was like, I can't stop thinking about this book right now, and I couldn't put it down, and then I finished it, and then obviously I posted that video of me, like, swiping Urha 7 out of the way, and then bringing out Urha 8, and then flipping it off, and flipping both of them off, because I was like, okay, damn, Volume 7 ended like that? Oh my god, Volume 8 is gonna go balls to the walls, and guess what? I'm, like, halfway through. I think I'm about, like, just about halfway through, maybe like 45% of the way through, and oh my goodness gracious me. Don't read Urha. Don't read Danmei. It'll ruin your life. Positive. But also don't read Urha. I love Urha. Don't read Urha. I've also been trying to be better at managing my screen time. I know, bask in the irony. So I've been reading Hercule Poirot. What is that? One of the Danmei series. That, well, Essie introduced me into it specifically. The full title is, don't ask me to do the Chinese name for it because I'm gonna absolutely butcher it. Is that where Shailian and Huachong are from? No, they are from, no, I was gonna say Mao Zedao Daoshi, but that's the other, MXTX series. No, they are from Heaven's Official Blessing. Which, if you want to start with a Danmei, go read Heaven's Official's Blessing. Because that one is not as crazy. It's probably a little crazy, but it's not as crazy as, like, it's not as crazy as Urha. It's not as crazy as Meat Bun. Meat Bun is just... Meat Bun's just... She's a freak, she's a weirdo. She's oomph, one of my freaks. Oh my gosh, there's tons of bugs hiding in these bushes. Oh, there's free worms. Oh, is this where I like get like free bait from? Oh my god, there's so many. Well, now I have 0 energy. There's so many bugs in these bushes. One of my freaks, Peek. It's a very, very, very good series. However, when I say it has extremely dark themes, it has extremely dark themes. Like, Meat Bun is certifiably one of my freaks. And I love her. I love her for it so much. But, oh my god. Like, it gets to a point. Okay, so, some client is looking for a specific kind of small fish. Can you manage this many? Herring, bream, sprat. From Ren. Okay. Herring will be easy. Available shellfishes. Okay, so we're probably gonna need to upgrade my fishing rod soon. I need to get back to reading JWQS. Don't worry, I can't pronounce the last name either, but it's an old collection of detective books. The one I'm currently reading is Murder on the Orient Express. Oh, that's where that's from. Nyadu Hodo. Because obviously I've heard of Murder on the Orient Express, but I didn't know, like, where it was actually, like, from. But that makes sense that that's... So Freaky, she jumps the line of affectionate and derogatory like it's a freaking jump rope. Oh, no. No. There's nothing derogatory about me calling Meat Bun a freak. This is all affectionate. But, like... because I love and care for you guys, I'm going to tell you to not read this book series, even though it is absolutely one of my favorite things ever. If you... you can only read Meat Bun books if you are a freak. I like the English, I think the English title is Clear and Muddy Loss of Love, and it's like absolutely doomed by her, but low Kinuary, they're getting better. It features, as I love to call it, evil HRT. Can you explain the evil HRT versus non-evil HRT? I need to know. Can I get some of that evil HRT, please? Please and thank you. Oh goodness, all these fishing spots are popping up before my eyes. I need these fish close to the surface. All right, let's try to. What sort of stuff are you guys reading? I mean, I caught a big old bream. Okay, well, there's the bream that I wanted. I mean, I'd talk about it, but I also don't want to talk about it on stream. It is not stream appropriate conversations. Danmei is it is its own like subgenre of like I don't want to say it's all romantasy because it's not like romantic fantasy because it's definitely not but it is a lot of the time it is a way for especially women in China to explore darker themes of books. Not all the time, but there a lot of it does tend to err on the side of darker themes. But it is a way essentially for like these Chinese women to write and explore these darker themes in a relatively safe space. So, there are some, I don't know if I would say like vanilla Danmei, but there are probably some lighter Danmei out there that are not as dark as like a Meat Bun series. But Meat Bun's just a freak. She's a little crazy. I got a small bream. The idea is not to spoil too much, but our two protagonists are one prince who's a woman, but for political reasons disguised as a man, and a princess whose kingdom killed the prince's people. In order to enact her revenge, the prince allies with some mysterious master who gives her a ton of medicine that basically keeps her as a living corpse. One such medicine is extremely aggressive hormone blockers, like permanent menopause at 20 without her in full informed consent. I consider this prince character to be kind of non-binary with it. Okay, This would be a I'll try to be vague. Actually, I'm telling you guys to not read the series. There is a character in Urha who is kind of similar to that. At least that premise. I would read that though. Hi, Rhea. Yeah, there's a similar kind of character in Urha who was like she was not raised as a man originally, but she ended up essentially her adoptive parent not indoctrinated, that's not the right word, had her join essentially a shadow organization to protect a prince of a sect, but to do that, like, women aren't really accepted in this, like, shadow assassin organization, so they use, like, a voice changing spell to change her voice to a man's voice, but then also kind of gave her puberty blockers as well, things of that nature. But she consented to all that. Because she was in love with the prince. And they are my tragic heterosexuals. But I also kind of am like, yeah, in my mind, her name is her name is Ye Wangxi. In my mind, Ye Wangxi is also like non-binary. Oh, Rhea, come back! Ah! I'd say it's probably like a common, maybe like Danmei like trope more than anything. Wow, wow, wow. The one-side diary of a woman can edit a place, but it's you and me. The author for this one is Please Don't Let Me. Every day I wake up and I stream. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, please don't laugh at me. It's the first I've heard of it, TBH. That's why I said I think it's more of like a Danmei like trope. But also, Nonggangxi and Ye Wangxi are both pretty... They're important to the story, but in the overarching for Urha, they are more minor characters. So they are not the focus of the book. Moran and Chuaning, they are very much the focal point of the book, and Nonggangxi and Ye Wangxi are supporting characters in that. Yeah, my man, Xian... Oh. S-E-W. Ah! My man, Xian Agula didn't know more beyond. This will help you pass better as your new identity, which, like, true, but we don't know the full extent of the side effects other than how are you alive from what I left reading. They also kind of did... They also kind of fucking did something similar in one of the more recent chapters that I read of Urha, and I was like, what the... Ah! Literally made me start, like, screaming and, like, rolling around. I was like, ah! Oh my goodness! Hi, Saku! Welcome in, and hello, Raiders! Welcome! Hi, Saku, and welcome in! My name is Haylene. I am a non-binary variety VTuber with a focus on burning my backlog of video games and spreading positivity. And these are my emotional support animals, Francisco and Gaston. Gaston, can you eat your treat, please? Thank you. And we are playing a demo today. Hi, Relics! Welcome in! And we are playing a demo today for a comfy, cozy fishing, kind of fishing farming sim, more fishing than farming, called Seaside Tale. If you use the command !first look, you'll be able... Oh, excuse me. You'll be able to visit the itch.io page for the game, and you will be able to download the demo for yourself. And especially if you like what you see while I am playing it, please make sure that you go check it out. It is very, very cute. It is super, super comfy. Very, very cozy. I love all the character designs. The music is really fun. The fishing mechanics are really, really easy to pick up. I will tell everybody, this game is very, very much an alpha. So there are bugs, there are glitches, there are kind of some inconsistencies with the game. However, this is why we're streaming it, because I got invited to alpha test this game specifically so that we can help try to help these developers, very, very small team, make a really, really comfy, cozy game. Only Windows. Yes, it is only on Windows right now. But, you know, they have a Discord. If you go to the Discord, at the top of the itch.io page, you can absolutely join their Discord. They are wonderful, wonderful people. Give them feedback if you're interested in this game and you want to play on Linux or Mac or something like that. Let them know, because if they don't know, they probably won't be able to, like, they won't know that this is something that people want. So, yeah. And they're so, so sweet, amazing, amazing people. So please make sure that you do go check them out. I wanted to dive into somewhat more darker things to get better perspectives and learn more, but sometimes I see and hear things about different novels and media, and I think, Nietzsche, you may have a point here. The abyss is scary. I'm trying to think of a way to put my thoughts into words. I know for a fact, Awesomer, you would not like Urha because it is very not safe for work. It has a lot of sex in it. That's one thing. That's the big thing, but it also deals with, like, darker themes revolving around sex. So that's the biggest reason why I'm like, don't read Urha. Great story, amazing characters. Oh my god, I love Meat Bun's writing. The way that Meat Bun writes the intricacies, especially of somebody like Moran, is so, so fascinating from a psychological perspective. The sex gets crazy. And I'm not a person who's like, I don't really read smut. I like to read smut, but I'm reading a book for the plot. Oh my god. Oh my god, the plot, you guys.
The plot is delicious.
But again, I understand that it's not for everybody. I got some fiber. JWQS also has a trigger warning for SA, so, like, actually thinking about it, this night might be lighter than whatever Urha is. Yeah, I mean, Urha also has a trigger warning for SA. It has a trigger warning for, God, like, death, murder, suicide, SA, inappropriate use of a weapon. No. That's not true, actually. That's Maozao Daoshen. Not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. Wrong one. Wrong, Danmei. Inappropriate use of inappropriate use of chi. That's for damn sure. Psychological manipulation, physical manipulation. It gets Meat Bun in general. I will just say Meat Bun as an author in general, she does not shy away from the darker topics. And for me, who I don't have any triggers except for something very, very specific, which is, I've talked about it before. Okay, so I still can't fish at lower depths yet, but that's okay. Actually, I don't want to know. I'm telling ya, Meat Bun is oomph, one of my freaks. But, like, the point of what I was trying to say is, like, I've been getting back into reading, and so I was reading that, and then on my bike, because I'm trying to reduce my screen time, so normally I was doing the Uma Musume bikes, where I was doing Uma Musume runs and I was biking with my girls, but now I have started reading, and you might have heard of this series before, unrelated, but I found him Gaston gargoyle form in history. He is a little bit like a gargoyle. He is kind of watching. Hi, Bubby. And then Francisco's down here. I have started reading Dungeon Crawler Carl when I am on the bike, which isn't very often, but I started reading that because I need something to do on the bike. Otherwise all I'm doing is looking at the time that I've spent on the bike, and it's like, it's painful. It's painful to fucking, it's painful to just watch the time tick down. And so it makes me insane. Because I'll literally be like, I have to do 15 minutes, and then I'll just watch the 15-minute timer, and I'll be like, and it just makes biking miserable. So I have been reading, I started reading this book called Dungeon Crawler Carl, which has some mixed reviews on it, mostly positive. But it is essentially, it's essentially a TTRPG novel. Aliens invade Earth and turn all of the industrial material on our planet into resources for themselves. And all of the people who are left alive now have to compete in a dungeon crawling in an intergalactic dungeon crawling game show. And it's like a video game mixed with D&D in a book. I've been really enjoying it. It's a little cringe, but I don't think it's necessarily cringe in like a bad way. I think it's cringe in a way that, oh, I'm low on gas. Well, hold on, I want to go down here to this first, and then we'll go home. Is this Alien Stage or whatever it's called? You know it might be. Going whack right off the bat. And the only reason, it's so funny, so in the first chapters, this is not like a super spoiler, but just like, if you are intrigued by that premise, in the only reason that Carl, the main character, is not immediately dead right out the gate is because he is babysitting his now ex-girlfriend's prized Persian show cat, and her name is Princess Donut. So there is a cat in this book, and I'm like, oh my god, cat. Her name is Princess Donut. She's great. Love her. She's a queen. And he is stressed, so he opens up the window and he's having a smoke. And Princess Donut is like, ooh, look, outside. And so she jumps outside, and it's like a sub-zero blizzard where he is. And he's like, oh my god, Donut, get your ass back in the apartment. I'm gonna shave you, girl. Girl, if you do not. She doesn't. So, he goes outside to try to go get Princess Donut. And when he does, like, the moment that he sets foot outside, the building, like his apartment building behind him, collapses into a heap of rubble. And he's like, looks at his cigarette, looks at the building. He's like, did I smoke the wrong thing? And then he essentially gets like a soul. The only thing that I can really compare it to is like solo leveling, because it's the only like thing that I can compare that I've like seen. I guess maybe Sword Art Online had something like this. Maybe, I don't know. It's like a heads-up display, and then it explains like, by the way, teehee, we are requisitioning Earth right now. Yeah, the game system. I don't know. I watched like a little bit of Solo Leveling, and then the main character went from being a twink to he went from being a twink to a generic looking anime guy, and I was like, I'm out. I was like, he's not cute anymore. I don't give a crap. Anyway. I watched Twink Death before my very eyes. It was awful. It was horrible. Not my beautiful, beautiful Twink Death. What do I want to put in that box? I'm gonna say I can probably take that out. I went, is that like solo leveling in XIV for roulette? Whatever solo leveling means to you, I assure you I hate it here. I thought solo leveling was alright, like not great but not good either. Like, the music is really good for solo leveling. The music and the animation are very, very good for solo leveling. But then you kind of realize that it's like, it's pretty generic. Like, there's so many of these, like, I think it's like a webtoon, right? It started off as a webtoon. There's so many of these, like, webtoon, like, power fantasies, and they're all the same. And it's like, it's really boring. I don't have anything to give you, I think. Quest. Finch. Okay, so we can also do this, where... Okay, so we can give him in, like... And then I'll sell the rest. I need to go for dinner, so bye-bye for now, but this game is peen. I'm so sorry to the devs that the convo got sick nasty. I'm sorry to the devs that my conversation got sick nasty. I'm sorry I can't keep it together for like 2 hours. I'm contractually obligated by Prismaria to be a freak, otherwise I die. I mean, in Minecraft, I get krilled even because we're playing a fishing game. I've borked it all up. I can't keep it together for 2 hours. I'm a sham. It's in the legal papers. Was the diversity higher in Prismarian that they're a freak? I mean, thank you. I do love being a freak. I love being a freak and a weirdo. It's like what I said in Discord the other day when we were talking about Digiton, and we said she's Himajoshi daughter. And I was like, I was gonna say I'm Fundashi son, but I'm actually Fundashi father. The fish textures on top of each other are also like freaking out here. Boop. I'm a fishing master. I gotta figure out where to get that other fish that I need for that quest for Ren. It's been so long since I've read any webtoons or manhwa. One I always liked was Lookism and Seed. See, I'm not a big webtoons or manhwa reader personally. I only know, like, I guess, like, the big ones, quote unquote, but even then, I don't really know, like, them super well. I have no idea what either of those are. I only even really know about Solo Leveling because, Asterix was watching it in one day, and I was like, what's going on in here? He was like, we're watching Solo Leveling. I was like 3/4 through episode 1, so I literally came in at the end of it when everyone was dying, and I was like, well, damn! I didn't know what I expected. It wasn't that low. I'm stealing all the anchovies from the ocean. A man's gotta eat somehow. And just like that, they're all gone. I did it. I drained the ocean. Lookism is kind of hard to explain, but Seed is about a guy with super speed who's taking care of this powerful guy who turned into a cat in an attempt to escape a fight. Alright, well, you had me at a guy who turned into a cat.
Business has been good lately. Your contribution helps a lot, so keep it up.
Hee Alright, you know what I want to do? I want to go, and I want to buy a chest. Okay, so after a couple of days, it looks like these refresh with their fruit. Ow. 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 Okay, let me go over here, and then I can put things in a chest, like these tools and stuff. Because I'm not using the tools so much. I'm sure that I will, but I'm not using them right now. Best part about the cat thing is the guy, Caden, didn't even know he could do that. He just looked at a fat alley cat and went, screw it, and sort of became the cat. That's how I'm trying to be. Why can't I just shrink down into the size of a cat in real life? I would love to just be able to do that whenever I pleased. Oops, sorry. Hale can't come to work today. He turned into a cat. We actually don't know where he is. And it's like, shh, I'm hiding. Can I think I can just sell this old fishing rod, right? That seems like right. Okay, this is very unrelated, but kind of related since we're talking about like cats and fat cats and stuff. Cygames loves releasing honest to God, some of the most random merchandise. And one of the pieces of merchandise that they're releasing soon are a pair of AWR glasses. And AWR in Grand Blue Fantasy is a big wind dragon. And she literally became, I kind of stole part of my lore from her. Because her lore is, all of the elemental dragons were like, we have to infiltrate humanity. And so AWR infiltrated humanity by becoming a cat because she saw that humans loved animals and small creatures and, like, pampered cats and stuff like that. And so she was like, that's what I want to do. I just want to be pampered. But they're releasing these really cute glasses for LWW, and I really, really want them so that my optical shop can make reading lenses for me in the LWW glasses, even though it probably wouldn't be possible. I would definitely be worried about them breaking at the lenses lab. But that would be the dream, if I could get LWW reading glasses. He also has electricity powers, which is like why the series is called Ella Seed, like electricity and super speed. Ew. Ba-da-ba-boop. Okay, so sand smelt. I need the smelt. Is that what I need? For sprat. I need sprat. So they're available in E2, E3, F2. Okay, E2, E3, F2. Alright, let's head over to one of those and see if I can get a sprat. I think it might be a little late now. My boat's a little slow. Alright, that fish is a little deep. Okay, it is gonna be too late now to get the sprat. So I guess let's try to catch more bream. Until I get Celebi. Oops. There we go. Beep, 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 boop. I like it when they're really close together because then I can double click like that. Ooh, big boy. A biggin' boy. Oh, not enough stamina. Okay. Okay, so you don't immediately pass out at 0 stamina either. That's good to know. Alright, you can do it. You can make it home, little ship. Alright, oop. Okay, so if I had some butter, I could do medium fried fish. And then butter for small fried fish. Very large fried fish. Honk shoo, me. All right, let's go talk to some of the townspeople as well, because we haven't done that. We've certainly been focusing a lot more on the fishing. So, oh, Philomena's room is closed.
Hey, how are you doing?
Eric will be the death of me.
That guy seriously needs to learn some manners.
Okay. Let's see. Eric, your mom's mad at you.
Sup? Ren's a pretty interesting fella. I could tell he's genuine. My eye doesn't miss that kind of thing. He also genuinely hates it when I try to talk to him or bother him for any reason, even just hanging out. Other than that, he's cool. We're cool.
Oh, Ren, we're gonna get you to open up, buddy. Oops. All right, so let's check my fishing map here. Sprat are available literally all day in these 3 squares. Okay, so I guess let's just go out super early and then we'll see what we can get. All right, so we have to go all the way to, where was it? Where was I trying to go? Oh, we'll be able to do river fishing at some point. Oh my god, this fish has a little bard hat and a mustache! Oh my god. So these are all of the fish that you can catch. There's a lot. There's a lot right now. Oh, let's also check the tutorial. Info, bait and lures. Oh my goodness, I could have just checked the tutorial. There's no bait attached to a fishing rod. It will rely on lures instead. Lures are permanent bait and won't be depleted. A stamina will regenerate in sitting or doing nothing. Okay. Okay. So this is more information about them. Chum is made from dissected fish parts. It can be used as bait or as throwable. When used as bait, it works like normal bait, but it's easier to produce since one fish can yield multiple pieces. When used as a throwable, toss it over a school of fish to make them stay longer and reduce bite time. Produce chum, you'll need a chum table. Okay, so we did kind of do that. Surface deep, very deep in seabed. Make sure to check your fishing rod's line. So if we go over to a rod holder, okay. Central Pacific, hold your fishing and practically fish for you. First install the rod holder. Buy more rod holders from Bearda's module shop. While you're fishing, cast your fishing, and then walk to the rod holder. Attach the casted fishing rod on the holder. It will fish for you. When the rod catches a fish, you'll hear a sound and a timer will appear. Oh, okay. So that's kind of what I thought. Stamina will regenerate. I'm doing nothing. Stamina isn't infinite. Your max stamina will gradually decrease with each action you take. Okay. Traps are an additional way to fish. They'll catch shellfish. Visit Wicasa. Okay, there's, info about traps, Wikasa's name has a space. Place a trap, you'll need to do it while you're sailing. Make sure to set the trap in the area. Okay, and there's a button there that says set trap. Okay. Okay, it's E2, E3, and F2, I believe, if I remember. Okay, so this is an E2. Let's see what we can make, or let's see what we can catch. Hey, there we go. So we need 8 of those. Big boy. Except not really a big boy, because it's still a little itty bitty boy. Now that's a little boy. Another big sprat. Oh, okay, so there's a jumbo. Wad. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, well that's 8. Let's keep going a little bit longer. Oh, you can still walk while you're fishing, too. Okay. Okay. I was gonna say, I'll probably stay here until the fish disappear. Okay, that's probably just gonna yield more sprat. Okay, what is in this square? Okay, we're just gonna find more bream and anchovy, I think it was. Okay, there's Kaplan over there, but I don't know if I can catch those yet. You know what I am really, and I'll have to obviously double check with Gazan, but, you know, Gazan really likes fishing games, but does have thalassophobia, and it at least seemed like, and of course, like I said, I'll double check with Gazan, you know, this might be something that they will be able to play. Well, unfortunately they have Linux on their laptop, and are primarily a Linux user in general, but, you know, it is really nice that this is, like, a comfy and cute enough and cozy enough game, that they could at least watch, you know, without it being, too much of a problem for them, I hope. So I do hope that, this was not something that was super triggering for them. I think especially with, like, the style, is definitely very, very cute. Not saying that every cute game is, you know, gonna be not, like, horror or triggering, because, like, there are things like Doki Doki Literature Club and things like that, which, you know, are cute but have darker themes and things of that nature. But it was just something that I was, like, thinking about, where it was like Gazan frequently will come in and be like, you know, they'll be like, oh, I have to lurk. You know, this game is definitely going to trigger my thalassophobia. And so, of course, at the beginning, they were like, do you know? And I was like, I don't, but obviously, you know, take care of yourself. And they stuck around pretty much until they had to go to dinner, so. All right. There you go, Ren.
Thank you. This will make them very happy. What is it now?
I have some other fish to sell. Bye, Ren. Butchie, 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 butchie. Fisherman. Why does the college let idiots in? And why are they always stuck with me? I swear, life just hates me. Alright, what's up with you, Eric?
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. Just cleaning my horns, you know? Imp stuff. This one broke when I was younger, back when I was a very angry person. I thought about fixing it once, but some scars you keep, so you never forget who you used to be. And hey, it's kind of part of my charm, don't you think?
Oh, he's so cute! Okay, so he's an imp. Oh, so if I talk to them.
My family owns this merchant and fishmonger business. My dad said it would be a good experience for me to help me understand people better. And he was right. Working like this made me realize I needed it. That's why I'm here, to learn and to get better. What? My clothes? What about them?
I just wanted to say that you look good.
Good? Thanks. I do try to dress well. It's kind of my hobby, actually. Now, if you've got something you need done, just let me know.
Oh my god, he's so cute! Okay, so good to know that when their dialogue box is grayed out, they have no more options. I wish Jake was around. At least he knew how to keep me entertained. Why did I dump him again? Oh, yeah, that. Romance is hard. How can he expect me to love him? How can he expect me to love him if he can't even decide for me what to eat? Ugh, typical men. All right. First let's talk. Saw some fish swim deeper than usual. That's why fishermen these days use fish finders. They can detect fish directly below you, so keep that in mind. Men. Ugh. Why can't they be real? Why can't Mydamos of Castrum Kremnos be real? Ah! Make sure you sail around and find the perfect spot, especially in regions where the fish you want usually show up. Hello, what can I do for you? I'm sure you already know this, but let me share a few tips about fish. Fish usually move in groups. We call it a school, like a school of tuna or a school of mackerel. But they spook easily and won't stick around too long, especially if you start fishing in the middle of them. That's where chum comes in handy. Why can't you be real? I don't know. Why can't I be real? Ah! Why can't any of us just be real? Okay. So... Okay, so it seems that these help the depth of the fishing pole. Ooh, Ren said he likes clothes. So maybe I'll buy him some of the high quality socks. Just two concepts, just existing around. Ah! Oh, to simply be a concept. Okay, and then let's talk to Fiona. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, hey. Whoa, she smokes? I totally forgot you're not a smoker. Sorry, old habits die hard. Okay, interesting.
Hello. Do you like music, Haleen? I mean, who doesn't, right? Music is kind of my hobby. I play piano. It makes me feel less anxious about everything. I can pour myself into it without thinking. Sorry, just rambling. I'll shut up now.
Okay, she's literally like Antoinette, and I love her. This is my daughter. I can't date her, but this is my daughter.
My flowers bloomed yesterday. They were so cute.
So I'm just tied to one, and I just travel around. Can't even open a closet door without taking me to another world. Ah, diggity dang. That happens to me on Tuesdays.
You ever notice how stuff these days breaks way too easily? Feels like nobody cares about craftsmanship or quality anymore.
Well, maybe not people, just some companies.
Ariana's smart. She might look like your typical girl, but don't let that fool you. Once she exposed the old mayor for corruption by tracing a package she found in the trash. Now that's what I call dedication. Not a girl you want to mess around with. She doesn't really talk to me much, though. Don't know why.
Alright, let's, is there anything else I can buy? I'd love to get the rod holders, but... Oh, I sold my second fishing rod! Ah! Okay, so that's why you keep your extra fishing rods. Got it. Okay, not a lot that I want currently. She's really cute. I love all of the designs for everybody. Like, they are all really, really cute. They all have, like, really distinct designs. Like, I really, really like how they're casual and comfortable, and they give you that small town vibe, but everybody feels so unique to themselves. It's very, very nice. Okay, so let's... regular spinning wheel. Replace that. And then replace the nylon line. Okay, and then let's go back out fishing. Oops. Oh, darn it. Okay, anchovy, sand smell, herring, white shrimp. Okay, well let's just fish around and see if I can find any fish on that lower level. In theory, by upgrading my fishing rod, I should be able to get more fish. But we'll see. Hey, there we go. Look at us. We're moving up in the fishing world. definitely think my favorites are Fiona, Ren, obviously. I do like Philomena. I like all of them, actually. I can't say that I don't like one of them. I want to get to know Eric more. I feel like he's the underdog for me, personally, because I love a tiefling. But he doesn't seem like a himbo, but he just kind of seems like, he kind of, you know which character he reminds me of? He kind of reminds me of Junpei from Persona 3 a little bit, like, just kind of like, and I know that he's an adult. Pretty sure they're all adults. Pretty sure they're adults. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're adults. But he kind of feels like awkward teenager almost in terms of like his personality, which like isn't bad. He's just kind of like a little awkward, but like sweet when you get him. Junpei Yori, ace detective, more like Stupe, ace defective. No, I love Junpei. It was his birthday recently, and it made me really happy to see all the Junpei art and people celebrating him. But then it also made me sad because a bunch of people were like, Junpei sucks. And I was like, how does it feel to be so wrong? And I understand that a lot of the negative association with Junpei is like, I know he's a Japanese character, but I know a lot of the reasons why people don't like Junpei is like straight white boy kind of reasoning of like he's just like the goofy best friend character, and not a lot of people like that. Not a lot of people like the goofy best friend character, especially because his early game personality is very, very jealous. But also, I said it before, he's kind of an awkward teenager. You kind of gave him superpowers, and then he was like, I can take on the world. And then he, like, literally got an inferiority complex, like, 2 seconds afterwards. Because it was like, oh, there's already somebody better than me at my special thing. Like, a lot of his character development is so, so important to him. But also a lot of people don't like his, like, kind of savior-y complex when it comes to Chidori, and I get that. But I also think that, like, their development together is, again, very, very important to both of their character arcs. And I'll die on that hill! I love Junpei! Another thing is the previous voice actor was, like, literally a known sex pest, so a lot of the negative association, I would say a majority of the negative association comes from that, more so than Junpei himself. I love Junpei. Listen, I love Persona 3 in all aspects is one of my special interests. So, Persona 3, send it away. I mean, send it my way. Send away. I love anything Persona 3. I just love it. Unless it's Persona 3 negativity. I'm not about that. I got time for that. But I love him. That is my son. I do like that. One thing that I do like about this game is it does kind of like almost allow you to police your own schedule. Like, I'm just gonna like stay up until 2 in the morning in this game, not in real life, and you know, I'm gonna fish. Hey neighbor, I heard you started taking requests. He wants 20 sardine chum. I was thinking of getting some extra chum for tarpon fishing. Make sure, can you help an old man out? Make sure you make some extra chum for yourself too. Okay, easy enough. Alright, first things first, let's go see Ren.
Mikasa's one of my clients, just like you. I'm basically the one who handles all the supplies for the whole town. Don't let his kindness fool you. He's a sharp businessman. He's really good at haggling the best price for himself. And I fall for it every time. Guess I got a lot to learn. Ari, who? Nope, don't know her.
I find that hard to believe, Ren. You just talked about Wakasa and you don't know his deuter? Little maybe he just doesn't like her. Fisherman? Fiona? Yeah, she's cool, I guess. At least she's independent. She knows damn well what she wants. How many girls are like that? But, she's such a party pooper. Since when is drinking in public inappropriate? Total killjoy, that's for sure. That Tinkerer girl? Can't stand her. She thinks she's better than everybody. It's obvious. I can read her like a book. Not to me, she's not. Just because she's great at something doesn't mean she's actually great. I just love the characters that are kind of just like your bro. That's why I love Ryuji so much. I maxed out the social link stat with him first. I do wish... I will always, always wish in my heart of hearts that the Magician's social link was Junpei instead of Kenji, because I hate Kenji, and there's a good reason to hate Kenji, and Kenji is awful, and he's the worst first social link literally ever in every single persona every single time. And I specifically said first social link because there are some pretty bad social links out there. But as the first social link, as the Magician social link in particular, it's pretty awful. He's stupid. He's an awful character, and I hate him, and he's stupid, and the Magician's social link should have very clearly been Junpei. So I do like that they gave it to Minako, or Hamuko, or Kotone, or what's the other name that they give her? Hamuko. But I wish that Minato had a social link with Junpei. And that's what I really, really enjoyed about Persona 3 Portable, is that they gave not social links, but they gave you dialogue, and like they gave you interactions with the rest of the party, and it really, really helped solidify a lot of their character development. Because my biggest complaint about like Persona 4, for example, is in the main story of Persona 4, I should be fishing while I'm doing this, while I'm yapping, because then I'm doing something while I'm doing something. My biggest issue with Persona 4 is the characters in the story, in the main story, are great. They are wonderful, wonderful characters, and they all have their own very distinctive arcs. And then you do any social link with the characters, and it feels like it completely disregards the character development that they went through in the actual main story. And this is also a partial complaint in Persona 5. They specifically do it to Ann. But they also don't write Ann very well outside of the first arc of the game, which that just pisses me off. But they do that with a good number of characters, I feel like. But it is specifically egregious in Persona 4, because I feel like they do it with every single social link. In Persona 4 is like main story tells you one thing, and then the actual time that you get to spend, that you are spending with the characters, that you want to spend with the characters, it feels very like counterproductive and counterintuitive. And it's like, okay, so all that character development that you actually had, like, where did that go? I haven't played all of Persona 3. I know some small parts of it, but I like how all the characters have good dynamics, both with you and the other characters. Yes! And that's what I really, really love about Persona 3. You don't really get that in, like, Persona 5. You get that some in Persona 4. I feel like you maybe get it a little bit more in Persona 4 is at least the interconnection between the party members with each other, because a lot of them are like, they know each other from being in such a small town. So especially like Chie, Yukiko, and Yosuke, they have a lot of great dynamics with each other because they are essentially like, Yukiko and Chie especially are born and raised in Inaba, and Yosuke is kind of like the outsider coming in. But he has a really good dynamic with the rest of the party as well. And then Naoto, Rise, and Kanji, they all have a really good dynamic with each other as well. And then, of course, like, Narukami, or you Narukami, typically they call them Narukami. Narukami is kind of like the glue that, like, binds, like, the two groups together. And that was also, like, a kind of weird decision that they made in Persona 4, is, like, they kind of had, like, Yukiko, Yosuke, and Chie as one trio, and then Rise and Naoto and Kanji as another. And I don't know if they fixed that in Golden or not, and I don't know how they're going to do it in Persona 4 Rewind. I don't think it's actually called a Rewind, but I heard a fan call it Rewind, and it made a lot more sense to me, so that's what I'm calling it until the official name is released. And I kind of lost my train of thought, actually. How did I do the chum before? Oh, here we go. Okay, so you can also make this in bulk. I like that. You know, we'll just use up the rest of these. My personal favorites in Persona 4 are Naoto and Rise. I adore them. There are things that I really, like, legitimately did like about Persona 4, but I think the more that I, like, look back on it, the less fond I am of it. And granted, it is also the game that I have played the least, because Persona 3 hooked its little claws into me and never let go, and so, like, I am biased to Persona 3. But, like, again, like, the when I look back on it, I'm kind of like, yeah, Persona 4 was, oh, no, this is chum anchovy. I'm silly. Okay, sardine. I need to find sardines now. I keep hitting the quest button instead of the quit. Okay. Well, let me check my fishing map here. Boop. Anchovy. Okay, so we need to find... sardines. A pretend shark. Herring, tarpon, halibut. Chub, my chud son. Somebody get Amber in here. We're talking about her chud son. Okay, oh my god, sardiner. very far down there. Okay, we're gonna really have to upgrade my ship because I don't know if I can make it all the way to C and D5. Maybe I can. We'll take a little trip. We'll take a little test run. And if it turns out bad, well, that's just simply the consequences of my actions. Bum, bum, bum. Alright. So we're gonna go all the way to C. Oh god. Now I forget what it was. It was C6? It was pretty, it was a little far down here. I think I mentioned on stream before, but I love kanji so much because, well, I'm not gay. I've also dealt with liking feminine or just out of the norm stuff and being isolated because of it. Yes, I do remember you saying that. Okay, actually making it down here was a lot easier than I thought it was. I thought it would take more gas. Gas, gas, gas. Gotta step on the gas. Gas, gas, gas. I also identified with kanji in that way. You know, just being the weird kid in school for most of my life. And now I'm the weird guy in my family because I'm trans. Oh no. But you know, I'm also kind of like the weird guy at work. Like, there's actually another girl, and she very, very rarely, but she will cover my desk sometimes when I'm sick if nobody else is available. She works in 2 departments. She works in podiatry, and she helps in the ear, nose, and throat office. And so she does a lot of the, like, back office, like, referrals and stuff like that for the ear, nose, and throat. And above her above her ENT desk, she has, like, a ton of anime posters. And a lot of coworkers have been like, oh my god, have you seen her desk? And it's like, she's just accessorizing her desk. Like, to me, even me, I'm a little, that's over the top. Like, there are posters everywhere. But, like, you know, that's how she was. Like, I don't think she's weird for it. I just think putting, like, 18 posters at a work environment is a little much. But it's not the content of the posters that's weird. I have a Minato Arisato figure. I have 2 Sato, I have a Satoru and a Suguru, so I have a Geto and a Gojo. And then I also have a little mini standee that Melly made me of my fursona. She ended up making one for all of us in Prismaria, if I remember correctly. Mine obviously took a little bit of a longer time to get to me because I live in South Prismaria. And so I keep that at my desk. And people have been like, especially when I'm trading people, they're like, what are those? And I'm like, you know, if I can vibe check them, if they give me a tone, if they're like, what are those? I'm like, oh, those are just some figures from, like, an anime that I like and stuff like that. But if I can vibe check them and I'm like, no, this person's cool, I'll be like, those are my little guys. Yeah, I definitely want some more. I definitely want more little figures for my desk and stuff. But, that requires me buying things. And it's expensive. I wish that there was more, like, official Mighty merch. That way I can have, like, a little Mighty figurine at my desk and stuff like that. But a lot of, like, the Hoyo stuff is, like, A, it's pretty expensive, and B, Okay, these are sardines. One, they're pretty expensive, and two, they don't have necessarily the same, like, kind of figurine, like, figures and stuff like that. Like, they have, like, Nendroids and stuff, but I would not want to take a Nendroid and keep it at work, because Nendroids are pretty expensive, and they're very delicate. I would not want to bring a Nendo to work, unless, like, I was also working with people who really understood, like, the value of it. But, like, I know I'm not gonna get, like, a mighty figurine or, like, something, like, small to put at my desk. That's kind of a lie. I could get the Chimera blind boxes, but those are really expensive, actually. The price to get, like, a single Chimera blind box is, like, $17. And I was like, jeez Louise. Maybe if I, like, get a sugar daddy or something, I'll buy a box of them, but... I did, however... Ugh! I'm gonna have to find a better way to get the sticker off. I went to a game store the other night because my therapist and I wanted to, try to get me out. So there was an LGBTQIA game night at a local game store. Nobody was there. I went yesterday. I was so anxious about it because I was like, oh my god, meeting new people is so scary. And then I walked in and nobody was in there except for the guy at the front desk. And I was like, yikes. So then I felt awkward walking into a store and then not purchasing anything and walking out like 30 seconds later. So I did look around and I did get myself some new dice. So I got like literally a cup, a giant coffee mug full of dice. And there's a bunch of them. I got a lot of percentile dice by mistake, which I don't really use, but now I have a bunch in case I need them. And then, I got this out-of-print special edition Tyranny of Dragons scenario book, which has both of the Tiamat campaigns in it. So it has, what are they called? Horde of the Dragon Queen and the Rise of Tiamat in one book. And I was like, I probably won't get the chance to, like, run these specific campaigns. I personally think that running a pre-printed adventure is not a bad thing. However, I don't think that I could personally do it unless I make heavy modifications. Kind of like Asterix does. But I definitely, one, wanted it because it's really, really cool. Two, it's out of print. Three, it was much cheaper than I would find it online. And four, I do like to flip through like pre-made scenarios because it helps me figure out scripting structure. Like, sometimes I'll have an idea and I'm like, I don't know how I want to actually implement this into my D&D campaign. It's like, you know, there are things that are cool in concept, but then it's mechanically, it's like, oh, shoot, how do I actually, like, make this happen in the game? And so I always like to reference like official literature, I guess, to figure out like how it's like written there, because then that helps me figure out like, oh, like mechanically, like if I wanted to put like a puzzle here or a trap, or if there was like a boss fight that I wanted to like script, or like an event or something, like a, you know, an infiltration, or like, you know, just anything. It kind of gives me a good idea of like how that looks, quote unquote, officially. So it gives me like a springboard of an idea, because sometimes I'll just stare at my Word document and I'm like,
Ah, jeez. I don't know what to put here. Which actually, that reminds me, I have to script the thing that I wanted to script. Okay, I got... Gosh, I have so much chum. I don't know if I'm even gonna use all this chum. Maybe if I go on a long fishing trip. Some of the fish are freaking out. It's just kind of funny to see now. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Our fish be flippin'. Flippin' what? Flippin' out? No, they just be flippin'. It's funny because if Gazan hadn't pointed it out, I don't think I would have noticed. But you know what? It's okay because I have it in my notes to report to the devs. He's doing a 720 flip! Get that fish on a skateboard right now and challenge Tony Hawk. We're catching a lot of anchovies here, though. Oh, I remember, because one of the add-ons to my fishing pole, I think, keeps fish here longer. Alright, let's turn into this quest. Wait, no, skateboarding's all he's got! It's too late. There's another pro skater in town. Quest. Oops. Oops. Ooh, but a backpack upgrade would be great. Quest. Chumming. Where's my sardine chum? Okay, there we go. There's 16. That's the anchovy. I wish that they had different icons for the chum. I understand why they don't, but I wish that they did, because it's a little hard to tell. Make sure you gather insects when you see them. They can be used as bait. Oh, okay. So insects can be used as bait. Oh, you met Britta? She's a sweetheart, rough around the edges, but I can tell for sure she's a softie. Don't let her cheery appearance fool you. She's really capable. Her father's a famous mechanic in the realm, even though she's not technically a licensed mechanic yet. She's not licensed. Damn, she's just modifying my ship for giggles. Okay, I don't have any space in my inventory. How did I buy this? Oh wait, I think he gave this to me. I was like, huh? How did I get that? Maybe if I used my eyes. Hello, Ren. What is it? Do you actually fish? With a rod and everything? Pull them out one by one? That's actually pretty neat, not gonna lie. And the best part is, it's fresh. Ooh, he's so cute. Eric. How should I put this? Annoying, blunt, no manners at all. But he's dependable, especially if you need something done physically. He's always the one who helps me when my workers are absent. It helps me more than I like to admit. He's a good guy. If he'd only stop pestering me. What is it? I need to sell all this chum. I'm not gonna use all this. There's no way. However, take all these anchovies. Okay.
I like Britta's little icon. Her little, like, bleh is so cute. Ship module. I could do the rod holder, but that would take literally all of my money. Hi, Philomena.
Hello. Haylene, thank goodness you didn't hear that clearly. You can check bushes for insects. Sometimes they just crawl out. But if they don't, give them a whack or two.
Oh, don't worry, I'll whack them.
Hey, how are you doing? Do you have any knowledge of fish ponds or fish farming? I was thinking maybe the yard at your house could be used to make a small fishing pond. You could keep your own fish, breed some, and even earn a bit of passive income. All you have to do is feed them daily. What do you think?
That'd be cool.
That's definitely interesting. I knew you'd understand. With your skills, I'm sure you'll do fine.
I wonder if that's something I can do now, or if that's gonna be a feature for later.
The yard looks kind of empty, huh? Would you want to plant some crops there? I can arrange a permit.
Ooh. I actually have some farming experience.
Really? I didn't peg you as the farming type. Very well. I'll see what I can do in the future.
Okay. Quest. Main quest.
You're getting there, but not quite that.
I wonder if there's a way... No. There's not really a way for me to check my progress on it unless quest. Okay. 4,300 cumulative gold. Well, we're definitely not getting there tonight, but we'll definitely get there. There's a lot of quests.
My family's been getting the gist about a new fisherman in town is looking for proof. Mind help me a bit?
10 halibut. Okay, it's about time you tried shrimping and trapping. Shrimp and clams. And then... Hey, so my back's been killing me lately, and I can't fish for tarpon anymore. Okay, so this is now definitely, like, difficulty starting to amp up a little bit. Let's... Okay, I wonder... Okay, so if I do this, and I take off these, grab, and then I put them on this... That makes my composite metal rod. Ugh! I dropped it. Get over here. Okay, I think this, like, really, really helps. Because that's a -9, and this is a -6, and I think that this was a -7 with all the buffs on it. Hold on, let me check my fishing map. Let's see. Capelin and yellow bass are at F1. Halibut and sprat are at E2. Ooh, we can go to F2 for almost all of them, and then G1 has the thread fin. Okay, F2, F2. Just remember one, because I'm really bad at remembering things otherwise. F2. Nyom. I'm sure that when I upgrade the ship, it will move faster, but right now I'm like, the ship moves very slow. Oh no, I forget what it was. Was it F4 or was it F3? It was It was F2. Oh gosh, I really am such a goof. I can't remember things. So bad at remembering. All right, let's try it. What did I catch? I caught a sprat. Okay. We just gotta be patient. Maybe those other fish are on a lower depth, so after I catch this, I'll scoot. Scoot. Time to scoot my boot. Oh. Ooh, let me, let's make some, now let's make some chum. Oops. Let's see what we can catch here. Oh, got some fiber. Uh-oh. Cannot catch any of these fish anymore. Oh, it's because I'm in E2, not F2. My dyslexia strikes again. They were right next to each other. Okay, potentially now I'll get new fish. Still no. Is it because it's too late? Oh no, apparently this is not even F2's tile. Is this gonna be the sweet spot here? Alright, let's try this again. Huh. Still nothing. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to try again tomorrow. Slowly but surely. Oh no, I'm almost out of gas. Huh. All right. Made it. All right, guys. Well, it is getting late and I do work tomorrow, so I am going to have to wrap up here. But I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing this game. I had a really, really good time with it. It's super cute. I love all the characters. I love the fishing mechanics. It's just a really, really comfy, cozy little game. I'm really, really excited for what this team is gonna make in the future, because they're really killing it with this. I'm really, really enjoying this game. So, I I'm glad you guys liked it. Please, if you want to play this game, you can do the public demo right now. And you can join their Discord and you can talk to the creators of this game. They are all really, really awesome. I really, really enjoyed playing it. So, thank you so much to the Stray Flux team, who let me join the alpha. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are doing really, really amazing work here. And thank you so much to you guys for hanging out with me tonight and letting me show you this game. Thank you, Saku, for the raid, and thank you, Awesomer, for the resub and a 15 watch streak. That's crazy. And thank you, Rainmon, for the follow. We're gonna raid into, we're gonna find someone to raid. Tomorrow, I'll be streaming Guild Wars. It's that time. It's my worst element, which is Earth, and I'm not happy about it. But I'm doing it. I'm still farming. I must get the meat. Let me take a look. No, let's go raid into Reyna. Reyna is playing Hightail. I've been hearing people who don't like Minecraft really like Hightail, and people who like Minecraft love Hightail. I wanted to try to pick something comfy cozy. There's a lot of people streaming tonight, and I almost wanted to raid into Jer, but he's playing Valorant, which is not a comfy cozy game. So we're gonna go raid Miss Sasuga Reina. She is streaming, like I said, some Hightail. And yeah, we're gonna go say hello. Oh, right. Raid message. Here's our raid message for those who are subscribed. Don't forget to use your subscribe if you have it. Boop. And then, MILF raid. No, we can't do that. Man, I love fishing. Raid. There it is. I don't wanna get in trouble. But man, I love fishing. I love those posters, by the way. Those posters, impeccable, amazing, wonderful. Easy buy. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow for Guild Wars. And then, no, tomorrow's interlude. Whatever. Tomorrow for Guild Wars. Friday for Guild Wars. Saturday, AI the Somnium Files. Sunday, No Nameless. Guess what? It's gonna be more Guild Wars. Okay. Have a great night, everybody. Bye. And say hi to Reina.